Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my kitchen for another episode from my amazing food series. So today we're gonna be talking all about Avena sativa. No, not that kind of sativa. This one you can't smoke. Actually, maybe you can smoke it. But no, today we are talking about oats. So just like with all the amazing food videos, we're gonna be talking about some cool facts about oats. We're gonna go over the nutritional content of them, some of my favorite ways to prepare and cook them, and of course, at the end, I will share a simple recipe with you guys, as always. And in this video, Crystal and I actually leave the house and we go to an oat farm that's nearby, and yeah, it goes okay. You guys will see. So oats are actually a member of the grass family of plants that are referred to cereal grains. And in this context, grain obviously referring to the edible seed portion of the plant, and cereal referring to the act of growing these plants in order to obtain the grains. Wild oats are said to have multiple centers of origin, including Southwestern Asia and around the Mediterranean Sea. But today, Europe seems to be the biggest producer of oats. Some other countries that produce them as well are Russia and Canada, where I live. So we're actually lucky enough to have an oat farm not far from our house. So Crystal and I had never been there before. We weren't sure what we were gonna see when we showed up, but we went there and we thought it would be a fun little field trip, so we brought you guys along. So check it out. All right, so we found the oat farm. Crystal's just rummaging through her purse to try and find some money so we can buy some oats, because I only have bills. And there's a store here, but no one mans the store, so you kind of have to have like perfect change. So it's pretty windy out here, so I apologize for the wind if it's noisy, but yeah, we thought we were gonna be able to go on the farm and like look around the field and stuff like that, but fair enough, they don't want just like a bunch of jokers walking around there. They have a very, very sweet looking guard dog.
Very good guard dog.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Oh, you're very sweet, but you might bite my hand off. So we think it's the oats growing here behind us, but we're not farmers, so we don't really know these things, but I'm guessing since it's an oat farm and they've got a whole, pasture there, so it's pretty neat.
Oats are, if we've learned anything from the research we've been doing, oats are a type of grass.
Yes.
So that looks like grass.
So we got the oat field behind us there, and we're gonna head into the little store here and grab some fresh oats.
The cool thing about these oats, we've bought them before, is that they're raw. So it's really hard to find raw oats, so that's kind of something new.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
And they also have wheat and stuff. Yeah, fresh oatmeal. We might have to buy 2 bags. I don't have 650.
Okay, no, we'll get 2 bags. As Crystal was mentioning, these oats are raw, so they actually press them without using like any heat or anything like that. They're just fresh when they press them, which is really cool because most of the oats that we find in store are have been steamed and pressed. So it's kind of neat that these are raw.
And you can even see like I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's indents on the oats, where you can even see where they've been processed.
Yeah, you can see that.
It's really interesting.
I wonder what's in the freezer. Nothing. I wonder what's in here. I bet you there's like meat or something. Oh, nothing. All right, so how do we do this?
We'll say,
So it's kind of cool. It's like all on the honor system. So you just kind of fill in what you buy, and then you just drop your money down the hole there. Oh, these are cool.
oh yeah.
So
Want to know a
soft.
funny story? I once got a pussy well stuck in my nose. No joke, got one of these right in the nose when I was younger. Super embarrassing. Don't put them up your nose. Feels so good. And I was like,
Yeah, there's some shades.
I feel like Horatio.
All right, let's get out of here. Oh, there's a camera right there. They've been watching us the whole time. Like, what are these?
Oh
kids?
yeah. Anyways, so 650 times 2 is $12.
13.
13.
Just for the record, we paid. All right, so here is a picture of their harvest here.
Oh.
That's
You have a little smoothie on your nose.
happens. All right, so we're gonna head home and we're gonna learn some more about oats, and we're gonna make some awesome, simple oatmeal cookies. All right, let's do this. So it was a fun trip, but not as educational as I wanted it to be. I was hoping that we were gonna get to see some of the machinery or the pressing equipment that they have or something like that, but you guys saw it all. There really wasn't that much to see, but it was really cool to check out, and I'll definitely be going back there to see what it's like in the summer, because I bet you there's a lot more going on. So there are those beautiful oats that we bought at that oat farm today, and I have to say, we don't usually get these oats. This is a little bit pricey for oats for myself, but it is a nice treat to get every once in a while, and it's always nice to support a local business like that. This is what we usually get. So we usually just get a big old bag of rolled oats, organic, just whatever we can get for the cheapest amount, and this is usually it. And And we also usually have some of these around the house as well, and these are steel cut oats. So we've got quick oats, we've got rolled oats, we've got steel cut oats, we've got groats that I didn't even mention yet. So what are the differences between all these, hey? Groats are the least processed oat that you can buy, and basically all that they do is they just clean the oats and they take the hulls off them and you're left with groats, sorry. And then from there, when they crack it, then that is called steel cut oats. And you can get steel cut oats where the groat has just been cut in half, or you can get steel cut oats where it's been milled down quite a bit. And obviously cooking times are gonna vary, you know, a lot from there. Sometimes it can take, you know, only 5 minutes if they've been cut up really small, and it can take up to like 30 minutes if you're just talking about like half a groat. Half a groat? Weird. And then from there you've got the rolled oats. So you've got the old-fashioned oats, which are the ones that I prefer, and then the instant oats as well, which have been further processed and steamed and pressed a little bit more so that they cook even quicker. And both rolled oats and quick oats don't take very long to cook. Like quick oats, you can basically just pour boiling water on them and they'll be cooked. And then rolled oats take probably about, you know, 5 to 10 minutes to cook, not too long at all. So you might be assuming that the rolled oats or the instant oats are far less nutritious than their whole groat counterpart. And you're not crazy to think that, but it's actually not true. So there are small differences in nutritional quality, but it really doesn't differ all that much. The biggest difference comes in the glycemic index. So the more the oat has been processed, the higher the glycemic index is gonna be. I would opt for the rolled oats over the instant oats because really it doesn't take that much longer to cook rolled oats than instant oats, and the glycemic index is considerably lower for rolled over instant. So yeah, if you gotta opt for something quick, go for the rolled oats. A lot of people ask if oats are gluten-free or not, because you see the gluten-free oats on the shelf at the grocery store, and then you see the regular oats, and people wonder, Derek, are oats actually containing gluten, or like what's going on there? So what happens is these big plants that they process these oats at are often processing other grains that would be gluten containing grains. So they can't claim that their oats are gluten free, even though there is not gluten in oats. But there is actually a protein that some people with celiac do react to, and it's called avenin. And not everybody with celiac disease reacts to this protein, but some people do, and it's something to keep in mind, because if you are celiac and you've cut all gluten out of your diet completely and you're still getting, you know, flare-ups and different problems, and you're eating oats, it might be something to look into. So let's get into the nutrition of oats a little bit. I guess that's what we haven't been talking about. I haven't figured out a way to structure these quite yet, but I hope you guys don't mind. My brain just kind of works like this. It's all over the place. So most of the research that's been done on oats have been in 2 areas. One of them being the ability to lower cholesterol and benefit our cardiovascular system, and the other one being its amazing effect on our digestion. So what makes oats so special is that they contain this really unique fiber called beta-glucans. And that's what seems to have the amazing positive effect on our total and LDL cholesterol, and also improving our digestion. So I actually found a really interesting article that talks all about this. It actually talks all about so many different things about oats and how amazing they are, and I'll link it down below if you guys want to check out the article, but I'll just read this little clip from it here. The Food and Drug Administration has accepted a health claim stating that a daily intake of 3 grams of soluble oat beta-glucan can lower the risk of coronary heart disease. It is also known to reduce blood cholesterol level. Dietary fiber, particularly oat beta-glucan, has potential anti-cancerous property as they reduce compounds which are causative agents of colon cancer. They reduce blood cholesterol levels and reduce blood pressure. Pretty amazing. And what they didn't mention in this part of the article too about beta-glucans is that it is amazing food for our gut bacteria. So if you are trying to improve that gut flora, oats are definitely something you should be including. So as I pull oats up here on Chronometer, we can see that they are 74% carbs, 12% protein, and 14% fat. So they're actually one of the most fat-rich grains out there, which is really interesting. If we compare it to something like buckwheat, we can see that it is 82% carbs, 11% protein, and only 7% fat. So that's like half the fat that's in oats. Not that that's a good thing or a bad thing, I just think it's pretty interesting that oats have so much fat in them. I guess that's probably why they make really good horse feed, I don't know. So as you can see here, oats are a great food. They're a really good source of carbohydrates, of protein, of fiber. They've got lots of minerals in them as well. You can see a really good source of iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, selenium, and zinc. However, oats do lack a little bit in the vitamin content. So one thing that I do like to do is just to combine my oats with some other vitamin-rich foods, like nuts and seeds, fruit, or some berries, and those will definitely like boost it up and make it a more complete meal. Another cool thing about oats is that they contain a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. So not only are they anti-inflammatory for our digestive tract when we eat them, but we can also use it topically. So you can blend it up really fine and use it on your skin, or you can buy like a ton of skin products that actually have like oats in it as well, and that'll help with any sort of skin conditions or inflammation or itis, whatever you got. So let's talk about eating oats. There's obviously many ways to eat them. So my favorite way, and probably the most popular way to eat oats, is just a big bowl of oatmeal. So due to their high protein content and their slow digesting carbohydrates and the zinc that they have in there, it's a really good food for athletes. And I often have a small bowl of oats before a workout or a huge bowl of oats after my workout, and I find it to be just like a great meal to have around workouts. How many times can I say workout in a sentence? Did you guys know I work out? Oats aren't only amazing for breakfast, they are a really good dinner as well. So I'll often have just a big bowl of oats for dinner if I am just feeling kind of lazy, don't feel like making much, or if I want a sweet dinner. If I don't feel like something salty and I want something sweet, oats are amazing for that. Ooh, quick pro tip on making amazing oats is blend a banana and a date with some water and then cook the oats in that, and it's a great way to naturally sweeten them. So I couldn't go this whole video without mentioning granola. Granola is probably my absolute favorite thing that oats are used for. Man, it's like a gift from the gods, isn't it? But I actually don't have any granola here to show you guys. I'm doing a little bit of a granola detox. I can easily get carried away with that stuff. But I do have an awesome granola video on this channel, how to make your own oven-baked granola. And if you want to check it out, I'll put it in the description down below. It's good to make your own granola because, as we know, the store-bought stuff is always so full of just sugar and oil. I mean, read the ingredients. Usually it's oats, sugar, oil, and not even in that order sometimes. Oats are also really good for making pancakes with. It's really easy just to blend up some oats and make oat flour out of it, and then just make like a quick pancake batter with some bananas and, you know, a few other ingredients. I actually think I have a video on my channel for that one as well, so I'll put that in the description too. But speaking of oat flour, it is actually a really good thing to know how to make, because if you have oats and you have a high-speed blender, you always have flour in your house, which is pretty cool. And it's a great filler and a binder for things like black bean burgers, or if you're making like a lentil loaf or something like that, which I also have a video on, and I'll put that in the description too. It's shameless self-promotion here. And we cannot forget about the absolute pinnacle of oat use in the culinary world, and that is to make the oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. So that's what I'm gonna be sharing with you guys now, is this oatmeal chocolate chip, oatmeal peanut, is an oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. I think I have a more complicated oatmeal chocolate chip cookie somewhere on my channel, but this one is really simple because it's only using 5 ingredients. So let me show you guys what we're doing here. All right, so here's what we're working with here. We have 1.5 cups of oats, we have 2 bananas, we have a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. Oh yeah, it's a lot of peanut butter. We've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. So basically all you're gonna do is put all of these ingredients into a mixing bowl. You're gonna mix them up really well with your hands, make them into balls, squish them down, put them onto a baking sheet, fire them in the oven. So there's the cookie dough, and of course it's perfectly fine just to eat like this if you want, and it's actually so good too. And then next you just wanna kinda roll them into balls, and then press them onto the baking sheet. All right, so now that they are all onto the baking tray, nicely spaced out and pressed down, it's time to put them into the oven. So I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty good when you make cookies and the batter makes like a perfect amount like this for the cookie sheet that you're using. It's the little things in life. So I like to cook them at around 350 degrees for around 12 to 15 minutes, but cooking times will vary, of course. So I should say that this is a very basic recipe, and it's not gonna be the sweetest cookie you've ever had or the most amazing cookie, but it's a good cookie. However, you can definitely add to this recipe if you wanna make it your own. So you could add some cinnamon to it, you could add some protein powder if you wanted to make them like protein cookies. And I definitely missed an opportunity there. I could have had such a good clickbaity title. High protein oat cookies or something. But anyways, yeah, go crazy with these. I mean, instead of peanut butter, you could have almond butter, or you could have sunflower seed butter, you could add ginger into these if you want, you could, whatever the heck you want to do with them. But let me know in the comments what you're doing with them, because I want to know what else you guys are gonna add to this recipe. So anyways, let's put them in the oven and I'll check back with you guys in around 12 to 15 minutes when they are ready. 15 minutes later. So I don't know if you guys can actually hear them. They're very hot. They're actually like sizzling a little bit, but I'm gonna put them on a little like cooling rack and I'll try them out in a couple minutes here. Alright, so these have had a few minutes to cool and I poured myself a nice big mug of almond milk here. And yeah, let's try them out. That is a good cookie. Holy crap. For how simple they are, it's unbelievable how good these are. Are you a dunker? Some people don't like dunking their cookies. I definitely do. So I'm sure the fact that these are like half chocolate probably help make them taste amazing, but they are really good. And you don't have to add the chocolate if you don't want to. They'd be good without it. You could probably add raisins and be really good as well. All right, so I think that's it for this video. As usual, I appreciate you guys watching this all the way till the end. Definitely leave your comments down below. I'd be interested to know what you thought of this video. Did you learn something about oats? Do you like that oat recipe? What did you think of the oat farm? Too bad we didn't get to walk around more. That would have been so cool. So definitely hit the like button if you did like this video, and I want to thank you guys for all the support on this amazing food series. It's given me some good direction to go in, and I'm always excited to make these videos because I always learn something and I love teaching. So I hope you guys enjoy learning. So thank you again for your time. I appreciate it. I will see you guys soon with another video. Oh wait, we're not done yet. I just realized this video was missing a crucial piece. Something that happens every single video. A cameo from Coco. I had to lock him in the bedroom today because he was being so bad asking for treats while I was filming. Anyways guys, see you soon.